Whenever I was growing up, I wanted to be a police officer. But I used to think that it wasn't open to me because I was queer.
To mark the release of Prime Video's brilliant new feature film, My Policeman, Attitude spoke to 4 remarkable public servants who have lived this heartfelt romantic drama's reality of life as a member of both the LGBTQ community and the UK's police force. These are their stories.
This love is all-consuming. I pity people who don't know what it feels like to be this in love.
My name's Paul Bloomer. I'm a police constable. I identify as a queer man and my pronouns are he and they.
I am Amy Tapping. I am a police constable. I'm a gay female and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is Rhian. I'm a custody sergeant working for South Wales Police. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a bisexual trans woman.
I'm Lee Broadstock. I'm a Chief Inspector at Greater Manchester Police. I'm a gay man and my pronouns are he, him.
Whenever I was growing up, I wanted to be a police officer. But I used to think that it wasn't open to me because I was queer. And it wasn't until I moved to England, and while I was there, I actually met LGBT police officers. I met gay guys who were cops, and it totally changed. It totally shattered that perception that I had and made me realise that this is something I could do. This is something that's open to me.
Coming out in the police, you do it all the time. The first time I did it, I wasn't apprehensive about doing it because the cohort of colleagues that I was working with, as student officers, were really, really good people. I'd already sensed the conversations that I felt really comfortable to be in their company and be able to make that disclosure. So I wasn't apprehensive about it at all.
I came out to them, I was shaking, I was very, very nervous, and the reaction that I got was just unbelievably positive. Mind-blowing, really, and there's no way that I could have done it without them. They ended up being my biggest encouragers, and it went from being an almost kind of snap decision, and it just jumped from that to within 2 weeks. I'd started my transition and full-time, and I'd changed my name and uniform and everything else. If it hadn't been for that team, I may not have done it then. Who knows, I may not have done it now. But here we are.
There was an occasion when I did receive homophobic abuse from a member of the public. They became really abusive towards me. They were calling me all sorts of names, called me a dirty lesbian. It was quite hurtful. It was quite horrible to have to deal with, but I couldn't let what she was doing affect how I treated her as an individual.
Because I'm a visible LGBT officer and I've made that decision to be visible in the public space, yes, I've encountered some negativity and I've encountered some hate. If anything, it galvanises me because I understand that we have to stand up against hate, that we have to keep pushing forward and that we have to keep showing positive representations, because if we back down, if we pull away, well, the only thing that we're allowing in the public discourse is that hate. So we need to show that positivity, we need to show that love as well.
I've definitely had transphobic abuse from members of the public. I'm really happy to say that it doesn't happen often. The negative ones tended to come from drunk people, to be honest. A guy came in who was very drunk and just started hurling verbal abuse at me, calling me all sorts, trying to talk about my genitals and calling me a freak. It wasn't then until the blank page had loaded in front of me and I had to type what happened, and I knew I had to write it down, and I just got really, really upset. It's not something that was nice at all.
Someone had been severely beaten up in a bar. I went to speak to them, my colleagues went to speak to him. He didn't want to speak to the police, but I was wearing a rainbow lanyard. And as soon as he spotted that, it was, can I speak to you? And he'd been out with colleagues from work, disclosed to them that he was gay, and they beat him up. And it was shocking to see, but if I hadn't had that little bit of visibility, that connection with him, he would never have disclosed that, and we would never be able to give him the justice that he deserved.
I've got colleagues who have just come into the organisation, so they're very young in service. They don't even think twice about introducing somebody as their wife, as their husband. It's just how it is for them, and that's great to see. And it makes me proud of what I've done as a gay police officer and what my predecessors have done.
We have to be against racism, we have to be against homophobia, biphobia and transphobia, we have to be against misogyny, we have to be actively against those things in order to make sure that we are safe for those members of the community to engage with us.
This love is all consuming.